If you've ever wondered what the heck you actually said at the end of that party,
or wanted a do-over button for those cringeworthy encounters,
then you've experienced what we call the joy of awkwardness.
I'm Mendy.
And I'm Bree.
And we're here to celebrate the awkward.
Embrace the awkward.
And remind you of one important thing.
You may be awkward,
but you're definitely not alone.
Well, that was awkward. Hi, Mendy.
Hello, Bree.
Oh my gosh, I have such an awkward story to share with you before you give me the listener story today.
Okay, go.
Okay, so last night I was lying in bed. It was late. I was reading my book because I'm, reading love stories.
Ew, why?
Because they make me happy. It's sort of like how in war times more people want to watch musicals and comedies. So I'm reading like beach read love stories, like rom-coms.
I'm the opposite. I'm reading Howard Zinn and Noam Chomsky to make me feel better about the world right now. It's always been this way. Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, I'm reading my love story and I get a text on my phone and it is a rant from someone I know. It is someone who is so mad at me and it is like going on and kind of not even making sense, like no punctuation. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait, I don't think this person is talking to me. It turned out she sent it to the wrong person.
Oh,
so
snap.
she accidentally sent it to me instead of to another person with a very similar name.
Do you know that other person?
I do.
Ooh.
And so the question is, what do I do? Because on one hand, I feel like this person was a little bit out of their mind when they sent it.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of don't want to be like, hey, other person with a similar name, here's this really kind of stinky text message that I got that was meant for you. So that's one thing. Or do I like write back to the person who sent it to me and say, hey, wrong person?
I would say we have to pause recording and you have to tell that person right now that they sent it to the wrong person because they think that person got the message and that person may go to their house and then that person's going to be there ready to like punch them in the throat or something. Like the other person may not know that whoever this is mad at them.
I don't think that the person's going to act out in a violent way. I think it's a petty way.
Well, maybe they have a luncheon and it's going to be super awkward. Well, you know what? Let's let that sit. We'll get another story out of it.
So anyway, that's my very awkward overnight. Like,
Ooh.
I know.
And you got the dish, the deets, the down low in the dirt without even trying.
I know you're like, who is it? Who is it?
Oh, yeah. When we go off air, I'm going to grill you. I'm going to hold you hostage in here until you tell me.
All right. So do you have a listener story for this week?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Today's story comes from Jessa. And Jessa is in her mid-20s at the time of this story, and she's single, and she's just back on the scene when the world reopens after COVID.
Oh, good times.
Yeah, Bree, what was your dating life like during the lockdown? Well, Jessa was single during the pandemic and absolutely miserable. She just left her job, just left a relationship of 6 years. She, of course, had 0 dates during lockdown because we weren't allowed, but plenty of creepers dropping into her DMs.
Can I just take a moment here? I'm thinking about how hard that must have been to go right into lockdown after leaving a job because you're like, when am I ever going to get another job? And after leaving a relationship, when you're thinking, when am I ever going to get another relationship? Like the world is falling apart. I'm all alone. That's really scary.
At a time when she's like redefining herself and can't go outside.
In your mid-20s. Oh, I would not go back to my mid-20s for anything.
Oh, no. And she actually got so lonely that she even started texting her exes.
I mean, that's not good, but I can absolutely see how that could happen.
Yeah, and she didn't just text the good ones. Like, she even texted Dirty Dalton and Whiny Wyatt. She said she was really scraping the bottom of the barrel. That's how bad it got. But as we know, the world finally started to open back up again, and Jess's first real adventure back into the world, besides scurrying to the supermarket, her first purely social, joyful outing is to her dear friend's wedding in Nashville.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's the beginning of October. It's like a perfect 64 degrees, and the leaves are just starting to change. The bride wears yellow. The ceremony begins with a land acknowledgement. They had ice cream sandwiches and a trivia game at the reception, and the dance floor, Bree, is on fire.
That's a great way to come out of the pandemic.
Heck yeah, and there's no dance floor like a wedding dance floor. Mm-hmm. And on this dance floor enters the catalyst for our girls' super awkward encounter. The Backstreet Boys.
They're there?
No, but Jessa's favorite song is I Want It That Way. Girlie is bopping and singing along on the dance floor when the chorus comes on, and she blurts out one of her most deeply held beliefs. I think the line should be, I always want to hear you say, I want it that way. A woman dancing next to her hollers over the music, yeah, it's all about consent.
I think I need to go back and listen to this Backstreet Boys song.
You know the lyrics? He goes, I never want to, I'm not allowed to sing it. I
Right.
never want to hear you say, I want it that way.
What?
Yeah.
That's a terrible song.
Well, I don't know the context of the rest of it because I don't know how to dance to it.
Yeah.
Before her stands a goddess. She has this cute modern short cut, but it's long in the front, so there's a tendril caressing her cheek. Piercing eyes, a huge radiant smile, the same passion for progressive revisions to Backstreet Boys songs, and a necklace with a Pisces symbol. Bree, Jessa is a Pisces. Cue the line, oh my God, what's your sign? Are you a Pisces? I'm a Pisces. What?
I got a bad feeling about this already. 2 Pisces involved. We're in trouble.
I've only slapped one person in my life, and it was a Pisces, although I was 8 years old.
Oh, you can tell me about that later.
Yeah. So they get to delving into the astrology right there on the dance floor, as us ladies do. I'm Aries rising. I'm Aries rising. Oh my God, what's your moon? At the same time, they yell, Leo moon. It's on. Now, Bree, you already know that Jessa was already very lonely during the lockdown, but she had another hobby besides sweeping dirt bags out of her DMs. She'd always been a woo girly, but with all that time on her hands, stuck alone in her house, she did find a companion to console and inspire her on all those long, lonely nights. The goddamn universe. She went all into the woo. She was taking her astrology dabblings to a whole nother level with the retrogrades, nodes, and even asteroids, Bree. She's consulting the tarot every day, and since there was no real schedule, she had started living by the Mayan calendar. Girl was making moon water and setting spells, honey, doing everything she could to call in some positive energy. Bree, you went deeper into the woo during COVID, didn't you? Isn't that when you made my Mindy's user manual for me?
Yeah, I was definitely woo curious. Yeah, I had fun making those manuals. So what I did, listener, was I made these manuals for Mendy and for my kids and for myself that were astrology and
Human design.
Yeah, astrology and human design and Enneagram and this Sparketype thing. I feel like there was one more.
I should have brought it with me today.
The INFJ, what is that called? The Myers-Briggs. I think there was a Myers-Briggs component to it too.
It's so cool.
And so basically it was, I was really obsessed. And I hand wrote those things.
I know. Well, it's a big deal to them that all their planets and asteroids are the same because this connection is real. And it gets even more magical. The goddess owns a totally hip queer bar in Nashville called the Queen of Cups. They have a fabulous time the rest of the wedding night, but eventually everyone has to go on home. Now, Jessa is actually staying in Nashville because she's pet sitting for the newlyweds while they honeymoon a few hours away in Dollywood.
Oh my gosh!
Now, look, we brought up theme parks, specifically Disney, before. and how you maybe don't want a honeymoon there or celebrate anniversaries there, or maybe you don't want to get married there. But this is totally different.
It's totally different.
Dolly gets our seal of approval.
Totally. I really, 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 really want to go to Dollywood.
Oh, yeah. Dolly equals love. You, me, and Denise got to go there sometime.
That sounds great. I'm all in.
So Jessa, she's on the dating apps, so she's like, well, the world's open again. Let's get a load of what Nashville's got to offer while I'm here. She makes a match with a dude online, and they just happen to meet up at, can you guess where?
What was the name of that bar that she had? The Queen of Cups?
Yep, Queen of Cups. Yep, and it's everything Jessa thought it would be. It's gothic, velvet, sultry, dark, sumptuous. Is this connection written in the stars?
Or is Jessa subconsciously chasing after the parts of herself that she longs to see? Mendy, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is Jessa exclusively hetero, or is there a chance that she's pan or bi?
Oh, good question. She's pan.
Oh, great. That's really good to know. Okay, second question. Is the goddess there?
Oh, yeah, she is.
Oh, my stars.
And they flirt hard. Goddess mentions there's a burlesque show the very next night and to text her if she's interested in coming.
So they trade numbers.
Oh, yeah.
So what's up with the dude?
Oh, he's encouraging them. He's polyamorous, too, and it was a casual date anyway. He knew the deal from the start. This date was just like a wine tasting. Maybe we won't like each other, maybe we will. And if we do, it doesn't mean I won't have a taste for Chardonnay tomorrow or the rest of our lives. No drama there.
Okay. So does she go to the burlesque show?
Oh, yeah. But it's sold out. She can't get in.
Well, that's a bummer.
Oh, but no worries. Because the goddess comes out and finds her, pulls her out of the line, and escorts her to the front row to join her and her super cool friends on the deep red antique velvet couch that is front row center.
Ew.
What?
I'm just thinking about the velvet couch in a burlesque bar. That just seems like it could be a real mistake.
I don't think that the juices come out during burlesque. I think that's a German kind of show.
I just mean, I went to a movie theater one time that had velvet couches, and somewhere in the middle of the movie, I just realized, this is kind of... Anyway, this one was nice. I get it. It was classy. Nobody was spreading their juices on the velvet couches of the burlesque bar. Okay.
But sitting there with her, this feels like a date. Goddess's sister is there and introduces herself when Goddess steps away to get them drinks. And they were the most expensive drinks on the menu, by the way. During the show, Goddess is leaning in and nuzzling. Jessa has not only come out of her COVID cave, she is all the way out again and loving it. She hadn't dated a girl since college, and she is finally feeling empowered and sure of herself and her queer identity. And bonus, she's low-key super stoked that Goddess is a little bit older than her and a professional lesbian and business owner. She's thinking, this is my lesbian mentor. She's going to train me. I hate parking in Nashville, but this is it. This is the one. After the show, they sidled up to the bar for more flirting and cuddles, and Goddess providing another most expensive top-tier tequila cocktail when Goddess leans in for a kiss. Jessa is sparkling and swirling, stirred and shaken when she hears, "Oh my God, Jessa!"
Who is it?
Bree, the way this story is going, it could only be one person. It's Jessa's Reiki energy healer, who also happens to be her best friend, who she'd casually texted about this burlesque show earlier.
This is the most Piscean adventure yet.
She's like, Twyla! She introduces Twyla to Goddess. They're all having a ball, and of course, being just unleashed after lockdown, they're like, let's go to another bar! Yes! Oh, God, doesn't that make your tummy hurt?
It does. I'm feeling a little hungover just hearing this story.
And they're all on the dance floor at another bar, having a blast, howling at the moon, absolutely untethered, when Jessa heads to the restroom. And as these nights go, Jessa runs into someone in a Winnie the Pooh costume.
Wait, Does this bar have a theme or something?
Actually, it does. It was a surf bar. That's why Pooh Bear wasn't wearing any pants.
Okay, that makes sense.
And as these nights go, Pooh Bear, of course, offers Jessa to smoke a bowl with her in her car.
Duh.
Oh, bother. Jessa and Pooh Bear are gone for maybe all of 15 minutes. Jessa comes back inside, and what does she see? Right there. Goddess of Cups and Twyla the Reiki energy healer are totally making out in the middle of the dance floor.
Well, that was awkward.
Jessa is devastated. She hangs back. She waits for them to unlatch and then makes herself dance up to them and yells over the music, "Hey, I gotta go check on Franklin."
Who's Franklin?
That's the newlywed's elderly dog that she's pet sitting. She kisses both girls on the cheek and she slinks out as gracefully as she can.
Honestly, that sounds like a Mendy move to me. I gotta go check on Franklin.
I gotta go check on Franklin.
Okay.
Yeah, it ends up that Twyla, her bestie, Reiki energy healer, she's a Leo moon too, Bree.
Gotta watch out for those Leo moons. So, what happened next?
Jessa gets home to find Franklin, the big, sweet black lab, actively dying.
Oh my God.
And she is, in a way, also actively dying.
That's kind of like when you call in sick to work and then you really get sick.
Oh my God, remember that just happened to me? I took that medical absence that day because they wanted me to work all the way at night because I had to go to a concert. So I left work early with a medical absence and then I walked into a tree.
You walked into a tree?
Yep.
Yeah, that's some karma. Okay. So what happened?
She calls the newlyweds who start the journey home from Dollywood, and she lies next to Franklin all night saying, "You can't cross the Rainbow Bridge till your parents get home." And the newlyweds do arrive home in time to say farewell to Franklin and be there for his crossing over.
No, what happened with Jessa?
Oh, the newlyweds, of course, consulted their pet psychic who told them that Franklin was really grateful that Jessa was there and was so sweet to him.
Mendy.
With Jessa and the ladies?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the next day, Jessa texted Twyla with a light joke about the dance floor kiss. "Oh my God, last night was crazy. How cool is Goddess? And OMG, it's so sad Franklin died." And she found out that Twyla and Goddess had really hit it off.
Just love that she threw in there that the dog died. Like that's just Pisces, right?
Oh, I think that's a great move. You destroyed my dreams, and it's really not your fault, but I do need you to feel sorry for me, even though I can't exactly tell you why, because it's really not your fault, but you need to feel some pain.
Yes.
For me.
Yes, absolutely. Kudos to Jessa for doing that. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
And then Twyla and Goddess actually entered into a committed relationship.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, which lasted about a week.
That tracks.
And Jessa wasn't mad at all, but she never went back to Nashville. She said the parking sucks anyway. Bree, Jessa handled this with such grace. What would you have done back in the day if I had scooped your crush mentor lesbian trainer?
Well, first of all, she'd only been into her for like 24 hours, right?
Yeah. But all their
Mendy,
asteroids and everything were connected.
I know, but I would honestly, I mean, it was smart, but I think also I would be like, you know what? Mendy's going through a hard time. She really deserves this. And also maybe the reason I was feeling sparks was to tee Mendy up for this great relationship with this person who I am, attracted to, but that makes sense because we're friends and we would both be attracted to the same person.
Yeah. That's so sweet. And I'm kind of the same way. I'm torn. Like if it were you and we are as close as we are now, I'd be happy for you. Big dog Goddess would love you. Who wouldn't? At the same time, I've never gotten to have an actual dance floor battle, Bree. I mean, I've had pretend dance fights, and I've always won, but I've always wanted to have a real dance floor battle. Like, I've never actually won anything tangible from any of my pretend dance floor battles. My dream is to win a dance floor battle set to Shannon's Let the Music Play. And this is why I can't manifest grown-up things like financial security and whatever equity is. I perseverate too much on how cool that would be.
I just really want a moment for you to be able to say, let's take this to the dance floor.
Absolutely.
So I love that. And let's just go ahead and preemptively say that you would win the dance floor battle with me.
Yes.
We're good.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Well, I'm in a generous mood today. Clearly, I've given you both the girl that I had a crush on and the dance floor.
Let me win the dance floor battle.
Yeah.
If you let me win the dance floor battle, actually, I'll give you the girl.
So, Mendy, in every episode, I ask you one question that is the same. How could Dana get you out of this situation?
Yeah, my imaginary Dana. Dana could not get me the girl, but Dana could reestablish my superiority because I cannot lose. Like that, it's about that moment of embarrassment to me. So I'd say that I had to get back home, not to Franklin, the dying dog, but I had to get back to my hotter than hot friend with benefits, Dana, who had just sexted me that she was lonely back in our Nashville penthouse. And you, because you are my friend, Bree, wouldn't call me out. And Goddess would be left knowing that I can pull tail. It's all about Goddess never knowing that I was the jilted one. I still win.
The thing is, I actually think you would do this.
I would.
So, Jessa, I hope you took notes on that one. I have a feeling that Jessa might use that in another circumstance. So we're just throwing that out there for Jessa to use, which is what this is all about. But here's a question for you. Did Jessa have any advice for people going through a similar situation?
Well, she said that she learned that even 40-somethings don't always have their shit together, and 40-somethings can be just as messy.
Wait, who's 40-something?
Goddess.
Oh.
She's older than her.
I missed that. I just missed that part of it. That's true. 40-somethings don't have their shit together.
No.
Guess what? 50-somethings don't either.
And she said, don't ever trust Leo moons when they get together.
I think we could just say don't ever trust Leos.
Period.
Leos in any format. Oh, I love that story. Jessa, thank you so much for sharing that fun story. And Mendy, I'll see you on the dance floor.
Jessa thought she found a love so new.
But when she came back from smoking pot with poo,
Her bestie and the goddess had found their own woo.
well, that was awkward. So if your healer steals your date,
And your Pisces heart is about to break.
don't lose your cool. Just call it fate.
Bree, what's your moon sign?
Capricorn, what's yours? Mendy, put that away!
Well, that was
awkward.
Gotcha. Look at it, Bree. What does it mean?
It's full. Very, very full. This has been an Awkward Sage production.